All right, I'm doing another blind quick hitter, but this one's a little bit different. El Jefe, Jeff, sent Scott and I some pretty good samples. And he's got a sealed envelope with photos inside, or the labels. Let me see, it says Scott and Bart. I've enclosed pictures of the labels in this envelope. The samples are numbered. If you want to do quick hitters, enjoy. Woohoo! Now, some of you, I think it's been in the show that's out. Yeah, I believe it is, or it will be soon. He also sent these little Pez dispensers that have been mocked up dummy style. All right, so we have bottle 1, bottle 2, and let me pause for 1 second because I need one more glass. And we'll talk about this. Woo-hoo. All right, back in. So, this Stalingrad Inferno on the Volga. This is a game actually designed in Italy. I'm forgetting Emmanuel's last name. I was hoping it was right there, but it's not. Hold on. It's not there either. Emmanuel designed it. I love the conflict of Stalingrad. Stalingrad was brutal. It was really the shifting turning point of World War II. Most of the carnage happened on the Eastern Front between Russia and Germany, and this was a devastating battle. The map here is gorgeous, and Emmanuel went through painstaking detail on getting accurate reconnaissance maps that were actually photographed by German planes right before the bombardment. Okay, don't open this yet. I got all confused. Not confused, engrossed. We're going to go in, and I don't even want to open the other one yet. I want to sample this one kind of pure. No chance to even pick up another nose and see what I got. And then I'll do the same with number 2. Wow. By the way, you notice the color differences here. And again, the longer I've been nosing and tasting whiskey, the more I ignore the color. Can it tell you some things? Sure. Can it also lead you astray? Big time. Don't judge your whiskey by the color. Color may or may not be added. It's supposed to be flavorless. People disagree on that. But a lot of places do it just so it has a consistent color throughout the batches. I prefer mine unchill filtered and no color and added. Wow. A little bit of like a sagebrush pear and vanilla. Again, I have no idea where this is from or what it is specifically. Maybe a touch of Play-Doh. Not peat smoke or anything. Cracker or a doughy crust. Malt is really strong here, that grassy maltiness. It's very, very distinctive nose. I can't quite peg it. It doesn't feel like anything I've had before. Malty. A little different. The malty flavor carries through on the taste. Aftertaste is kind of like a crust, like a dry, flaky pie crust. The pre-done ones that some folks will use for pumpkin pie. There's also like a type of dry cookie that kind of flakes that this reminds me of. The finish is very faint, disappears as soon as I've swallowed, the maltiness goes away. Well, hold on, there's a touch of honey. A touch of honey in the finish. This is weird, but I almost get like a hint of bug spray. And it's specific. When I was in the Army, it was the kind of Army issue bug spray that I would get, which you just kind of lathered on. It didn't spray. That's odd. But it almost even gives me like hint of citronella candle now. So it doesn't taste chemically or anything. It's just kind of what it reminds me of a little bit. Maybe even just a touch of pine. Like pine needle or pine cone. All right. A little bit different. Let me put a drop of water in it, see if that changes anything. And I've got a little water right there just out of reach, just to cleanse the palate. One little drop before we do a cleansing. Interesting. This is going to run a little long. No, still pine. I get a little pine there. Okay, now I really want to see the pictures that's in said envelope. I'm going to put that right there. We're going in with the darker number 2. Darker number 2. Now, Scott did ask that I send these to him as well and let him do a similar blind tasting. I'll just tape this shut. He wouldn't open it anyway. He would be a purist and wait. Let me nose it. I've already tasted it, but I won't tell you anything. Shoe leather almost. Vanilla. And again, this one's a little odd. Maybe honeycomb, but it has a dry, almost dustiness to it. All right, here I get dry oak wood flavors on the forefront. Nice. In the finish, I'll have to come back to mid palate. I get vanilla. Vanilla, very nice vanilla cream with maybe like graham cracker mixed in. The finish here is very pleasant. Sweet, smooth, creamy. I almost want to say buttery, but it's not buttery. It's just like vanilla cream and almost like a cream soda aftertaste. Let me see if I can get anything on the mid. Excuse me. Kind of skips mid palate. I don't get anything. It's a real quick transition to the most flavorful part for me, which is the finish. Yeah, a little sweet on the forefront, but it really sits there a little bit, and then after the swallow is where all the goodness happens. All right, I gotta know. We gotta know. All right, let's see what's in here. It's gonna be all torn up, all harsh and everything. Nothing clean about it. All right. El Jefe. What did you give me, El Jefe? All right, so number one, it says Reserve. Let me let you look at it, and then I'll read it. Reserve New Mexico Blue Corn Whiskey. Huh. It says 40% ABV. Craft distilled in the land of enchantment. Okay, New Mexico. All right, let me try that one more time. Okay. I mean, I definitely get those corn notes in there. It's the maltiness is more of a corn. I would even hazard to say corn nuttish. Corn nuttish? So New Mexico Blue. All right. That says number one. Here's the back of the label. New Mexico Blue is traditional corn whiskey. Hard to read. New Mexico water. Pure New Mexico water. 100% locally. I believe it says grown. And then I can't read the last part, ground blue corn. That's interesting because I've got a Balcones blue corn over there that I've really been just sipping on nonstop that I picked up in Texas. We're going to review that soon. Triple distilled. Wow, triple distilled. The old-fashioned, I'm sure it says way, and then it kind of gets, I can't read it, handmade copper artisan pot still, and it fades away a little bit. Full-bodied whiskey with just a hint of sweet popcorn. Fermented and distilled in the shadow of the, oh boy, can't read it, elevation of 5,300 feet, New Mexico, and then it kind of blends in and it talks about New Mexico spirit. Enjoy responsibly. All right, so corn, blue corn. I don't see how old it is. Let's see what number two is. Sante Fe Spirits. Okay, if you can see that, maybe I'll throw a picture up there. Sante Fe Spirits Colkegan single malt whiskey. All right, it's an American single malt. American white oak barrels distilled in Sante Fe, New Mexico. Bottle number 43 batch. It looks like BBL number 5. Could be 50. Kind of cuts off. 92 proof. Let's see what's on the backside. So Colkegan, Colkegan, single malt distilled from 100% malted barley. Hello. Colkegan is an unabashedly original single malt, double distilled in a pot still, carefully handcrafted from mesquite kilned malted barley and Sangre de Cristo mountain water. Patient traditional aging in once used American white oak bourbon barrels marries Colkegan's rich smoke profile with deep, full flavor, resulting in a truly unique and timeless single malt whiskey. Interesting. I would say I like the single malt whiskey a little bit better. The corn one was catching me as odd. So what I'll tell you, and I think a lot of you know it already, but the American micro distilleries or craft distillers, distilleries are just exploding. And I am really excited about it. I think there's going to be a crazy kind of innovation going on. You know, weird alchemy. Try this, try that. How's this work? The terroir, Scott and I already learned in Texas, was amazing. And I think it's kind of in line with the Arizona Del Bach that we've got too. It seems like it gets so freaking hot that you get a little something different out of that wood. A little bit of that. We kept getting a mesquite wood smokiness. The terroir is present, and I don't think it's going to be just by state like Texas is, but I think it's going to be like you're definitely get like a warm, hot region And Texas is I mean, they've got so many distillers down there. I think that's where the first place I'm noticing it. But I look forward to see what happens, what's going to go on in northern regions or right here in the Midwest. I've gone long enough. I'm going to package this up, tape it up, have Scott do one of these and see what he gets, because these are definitely an experience. Scotch it, you Scotch gods. Let's launch it, dummies.